We are. We so are.
Hello, everybody. We are now live on Facebook. How are you, my beautiful women rising above? We are here this Tuesday morning for Tuesday Chats with Ali. And I would love to introduce you right now to the amazing friend of mine, Lucia Peters. Hi, Lucia. How are you, beautiful?
I'm good. How are you? It's lovely to be here. We can chat, can't we? So this is going to be half an hour that's going to go like that.
We can chat. We have known each other for I reckon it's almost a year now. And yeah, every time we kind of chat, yeah, look, honestly, it's meant to go for 45 minutes, but FYI, ladies, if it goes a bit over, well,
yeah, doesn't really matter.
Anyway. I just have to say before we go any further, Lucia, I love this new look of yours with your new speckies. I think they are absolutely just fantastic.
Thank you. I wasn't seeing properly with my glasses, and what I had to do was go and get my eyes checked. And I did a styling night, colour and styling night with an optometrist up at Mullaney. And when I was doing that, I was taking women and men actually through their colours and what suits them, to help them make their glass frames, like their glasses frame selection. And as I was doing it, I went, you know what? I was talking to the guys and I said, I can't see properly out of this eye when I have my glasses on the computer. And they said, oh, there must be something wrong. So I booked an appointment, and here you go. I've got my new glasses. I can see the computer. I can work with my glasses on. I don't have to take them off. I don't have to go like this. You know. So
I get that.
Yeah, they work brilliantly. And yeah, I've been told that they look a bit 60s. Well, I am a stylist, so you know it's important for your image to you know, to be current and feel great about yourself. So I feel awesome. Yeah.
Good. That's excellent. That's excellent. Well, let's start with the questions. And you've already told us a little bit about yourself, Lucia, but tell us more. Who's Lucia? Tell us all about yourself.
Okay, so I'll probably go back to the younger Lucia and just let you know that I was quite a gregarious, outgoing kind of person, and you know, got married. You know, the guy that my husband, we've been together for 44 years. You know, we were young. You know, a young couple together. We've gone through many you know, highs and lows in our lives, but I guess through all of that I've worked all my life. I've never I started work at 14, and I left school because school wasn't fulfilling, you know, the adventurous spirit that I was, and it was basically confining me. So I found from about 13, I just went, nah, this is not for me. I'm not learning anything. And it was too structured for my personality. So anyway, left school, got a job. You're laughing, you're a Saggy as well.
I'm laughing because you know
all
we are very much alike.
Yeah. I got a job, my first job. I actually got my job before I left school. It was with a radio station, and I was a advertising clerk. So I actually, back then, I created the ads that the announcers would talk over the you know, the interview, the lines. So I'd type it all up, and then you know, they'd speak it. And I loved that. That was the first introduction to my creativity, basically, because it was they gave me a subject, and then I just had to create a line. So yeah, it was really good. And I think that creative marketing has always been there, you know, in the back of, you know, my mind, my energy. So anyway, met my husband a few years later. I started working in a shoe shop, and loved working with shoes and fashion and etc. But I met my husband. I got married at 20, almost 21. Had my first child when I was 20, 21, 22. Yeah, something like that. Can't remember. It's too long ago. He's 43, so do the math. And anyway, that we were going along, beautifully as a little family. I was working full time. And anyway, I got pregnant again 2 years later and had my second child. And then my second child was born. She had huge, I guess, issues with her health, with her wellness, with everything. I didn't. I didn't know what was going on. I was a young mum. I was 22 years old when she was born, and it was a really big struggle for me back then. I had my family support, but she had a disability, and when you talk about disability, and even nowadays, when you have a child with a disability, there's a different conversation that people have with you. It's one of, they're broken, they can't do this, they can't do that, pardon me. And it's all about the can'ts and not the what ifs. There's not this future for them. So at 22, 23, I became her advocate, and over that time, I've basically, she's 41 now. I have become her strongest ally, but in that time, I've grown the ability to push back when it comes to right and what I feel is right and just. Not right and wrong, but right and just, because I've experienced many times where her best outcome wasn't thought of. It was what was in it for the person that was doing it. So I've really learnt that I can be invincible. I can be, that person that needs to be really, really strong. And she is the outcome. She's an amazing woman, amazing young woman. She is determined, she is strong. She won't take any shit from anyone.
I'm for that.
Absolutely pushes back, like absolutely. If she doesn't want to do whatever it is, you actually need to have a conversation with her and reason with her, and just get the best outcome for her. So she's amazing. She's literally amazing. And I think that I know that has been my teacher, and I now mentor women and help them to stand in their own personal power and presence. Because we've all got it. We've all got this strength. People, not just women, but men and women. We've all got this internal fortitude. We just have to reach in and grasp it. It's there. And she has been my biggest teacher of that. And then I have another daughter who came along almost 10 years after Natalie. She's 32. And I think that was just validation to me and my husband that, we can have, beautiful children. And, we needed that because of the ride that we took with Natalie. Like it was always doctors, operations, physiotherapy, speech therapy, occupational therapy, and it's always been that. And so for me, it was, I want to have a child that I don't necessarily have to do that. So, and in that experience with my younger daughter, I've learned more, because in the teaching profession, they pigeonholed my younger daughter, and I had to go in and bat for her, because they put disabled children into her class because she had a sister that had a disability.
That's a different
perspective. Very, it was really interesting. So, I've had to go into bat and advocate for her and say, no, she gets enough of it at home. She doesn't need more of it when she goes to school. She needs to go to school and be a child and, be the best she can. So she's got 2 degrees now. She's got an international business degree. She's a teacher. She's working with NDIS now, which is interesting.
Awesome.
She's working with NDIS. I wouldn't say it's a love. Her love is travel. She loves travel. So that's Lucia in a nutshell. I've been an advocate for women since I was a young woman myself. Mm.
Love it, Lucia. Love it. So, wow, that's a lot in that. So tell us, if you can go to what is one of, because I'm sure there are many, but what's one of the proudest moments that you've had throughout your life?
Proudest moments. I think I'd have to say when my first grandchild was born.
Oh,
It, it just, even thinking about it now, I just get all teared up. Yeah, it's amazing. It is just the most amazing feeling, that your child has had a child. And it's, yeah, that would be my proudest moment is that. Yeah, I'm tearing up.
I'm tearing up. Because it hasn't happened for me yet, and I say this all the time. I can't wait till it does.
It is just the most the most amazing feeling. And I think one other thing that comes to mind is that I made the decision 20, or maybe even almost 30 years ago now, to move from my hometown to come to live on the Sunshine Coast with our family, um, for my daughter, for the best outcome for her, and it's been the best outcome for the whole family. So that I would have to say that's a fairly proud moment. But definitely my granddaughter. She's amazing. She's an amazing child. She's not a child anymore. She's 21.
A grown baby.
Grown baby.
Grown grandbaby.
Definitely.
So, given everything you've shared with us before, Lucia, I'm sure there's been a lot of learning experiences that you've had throughout your journey. So, what's maybe one that stands out for you the most?
You've got the strength. You just have to tap into it. You have this this fortitude, this inner belief that what you're doing and what you're saying is helping others. So you have that within you. It's just got layers upon layers put onto it. And when you can start uncovering those layers and finding that little girl that used to jump and skip in the puddles or go swimming down the creek, that's when you know that you're back to that being, that that playful, that strong, that adventurous, that all of those things. But yeah, just knowing that when you tap into that inner self, you're there.
Yeah. And that is you. 100% you. I like Beautiful. So the next question is, and you've probably, I think you've shared a bit about this, but I'm curious if there have been other times. So the question is, when's the time that you've had to rise above a certain situation in your life? So I know you've spoken about your daughter, and you've, all your children, and the different ways that you've had to stand up for yourself and them. Is there another situation, or is that the one that stands out to you the most?
I would have to say, in the last 5 years, my daughter, yes, definitely, that's given me the strength and the purpose. But in the last 5 years, I've had to set boundaries and really know what my purpose and what I wanted for me, pardon me, in life is. What my purpose, who else I can help, because my daughter is doing her stuff. She has all of her skills. She has a support worker, and that's all in place now. So it's kind of like, what am I going to do almost, and that's where I've gone down that road of you know, advocating for women. So yeah, it's I think it is, Ali. I've forgotten the question, but yeah, I really think it is just me being of service to others now.
Yeah, so the question was, you know, as the time that you've had to rise above a certain situation, which
Sorry.
I think
Yeah.
what you're saying is that, yeah, you've had to come to that to, how do I put it? So you've gotten stuff in place with your daughter, and now it's how further can you go
Yeah.
to use
Yeah.
what you've learned? Is that what you're saying?
But I am saying that, but I'm also saying that I've had to set boundaries around,
Yeah.
you know, my relationships around, and that's like the next step is for me, because I learnt a little while ago now that I have these limiting beliefs, and you know, they're not so much my standard, they're someone else's. And you know what I'm talking about. There's someone else's standards, but I've been carrying them for so long. And what I found, you know, really, and I'll share this one because this one's about control. My 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 way of keeping safe for my daughter was to control the environment, the situations. So what happened was I bought that. I guess it's a mood or a habit, I guess, to every part of my life. So every part of my life, I was trying to control. I'd have a relationship. I'd be trying to control, you know, what the outcome in that relationship was. Identifying that was the biggest thing that set me free, because I let go of control. I no longer need to control, and it was the next biggest thing from all the stuff that I'd done with my daughter. It was really the next biggest thing, I think, letting go, and whatever the outcome, I'm okay. Whatever,
Wow.
you know. Yeah, it was huge. It was a really huge aha. And don't get me wrong, I still kind of go back there, not so much anymore, because I just allow things to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was definitely control. We as
Wow.
women like to put things in little categories and keep us safe, and you know,
Yes.
yeah. So it was letting go of that control. Yeah.
And that, and excuse me, that's it too. I think, no goosebumps.
All goosebumps.
I think you're right, and you say that, you know, as women, there's all these different aspects that we feel we have to be in control with, and some of it might be because of the way we're raised. It might be because of the things that we've gone through,
Yeah.
whatever it is. But and like, I hope you don't mind if I share, but for me personally, control is something that I feel like I've had to take back. But then
Yeah.
I've had to let it go again.
Go again. Yeah.
It's like it's a fine line, isn't it?
It certainly is. Yeah, it certainly is. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us then, Lucia, if you could pick a time in your life, whenever that might be, and go back and speak to a younger version of yourself, what would you say? What would you tell yourself?
Have fun.
Yeah.
Don't forget to have fun. Dance, laugh. Don't forget to have fun. Yeah.
Awesome.
There are times when I got too serious, when I got too, you know, things happened, you know, and where I live in a blended family, blended Italian family, so it can be quite volatile, if you like, you know, and that's just how we are. That's the nature of the culture. We, you know, we will come together and defend each other like, you know, like Roman soldiers kind of thing, but in the same context, we can, you know, have these volatile situations. So I think that probably is one of the key things for me. Don't letting go of that control, and just having more fun, dancing to your own tune. Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Oh, yeah, let's have some fun. Yeah, and you do that.
Yeah, I love to dance. I love to dance. Yeah, dance.
Ooh, yes, we had fun last week dancing a lot, didn't we?
Absolutely, my feet are still sore.
Mine too. Mine too. So let's go on the other way then. So I'm really excited for your answer to this question. If you could go forward 10 years from now,
Yes.
what will Lucia be doing?
10 years, rightio. So my plan, or my future plan, is to live for 6 months in Italy.
Ooh.
And I have been working quietly for the last 10 years on getting my Italian citizenship. And it has finally come through. So with that, I can spend time there with my family. We can go and live there. We can buy a little cottage and little stone building in my family's in the mountains where my family comes from. And working still, doing what I'm doing, but actually teaching women to do what I do. So not so much me being in it, teaching it more now. In 10 years' time, I'll have the structure in place so that people can just pick it up and run with it and make that their living, make that their opportunity, if you like. Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's exciting.
I
can, like I said, we've known each other for almost a year now. I can picture you. I can so picture that. I really can.
Yeah.
Although I would miss not having you here in Australia.
I know, but we still have Zoom, so it's fine.
Opened up a whole new world, hasn't it?
Yeah. And look, the whole COVID thing has really opened my eyes to much of travel. Maybe that's not a possibility, but if it isn't a possibility, then it'll be somewhere in Australia, and it could be South Australia. You never know. I love the vineyards. I love the European feel of South Australia. It feels like Italy in many places. It's got that feeling for me. Yeah. So.
Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting to know, because I've never been to Italy, so I wouldn't know.
Up in the mountains, up in the hills, Adelaide Hills, it's very similar. There's lots of little rock buildings and all of that, and that's what Italy's like with the
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah. So you've got little Italy in your back pocket, Ellie.
Little Italy. I like that.
Yeah.
That makes me want to go to Italy now.
Yeah, it is. It's a beautiful country.
Awesome. So, Lucia, what do you have a piece of advice in particular that you would love to share with the ladies in this group today? That can be about anything you like at all.
Okay. Do I have any advice? Stay true to you. Stay true. Don't allow resentment, grief, anger, all of those things that we experience shape who you are. Stay true to that person that you were born and you were a little girl, and that person. Stay true to that person. When you embrace her, it's you. You stay true to yourself. So stay true to you. Yeah, definitely.
Embrace her, give her love. Beautiful, Lucia.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited. I'm a little bit excited about something that's happening tomorrow.
Yes.
Can I do that?
No.
Well, I think you know.
Yeah,
so,
do know.
As the ladies know, it's promotion day in Women Rising Above every Tuesday, and I am extra excited for what I'll let you introduce it. What's happening tomorrow night, Lucia?
Okay, rightio. So Ali and myself, we have got a meetup tomorrow at 6:30. Now it's 6:30 Queensland time. Is that right?
7 p.m. Adelaide time.
7 p.m. Adelaide time. I got it right. Whoop, whoop. And what we're going to talk about is, as you know, I'm a stylist, but I'm more than a stylist. And what I've come to understand and learn during my journey of life is that there's lots of emotions, there's lots of moods and feelings that are connected to our clothing. And I love to talk about clothing and color and how it affects our emotions. So we are going to have a meetup where we're going to discuss that and yeah, just share with you, I guess, the effects that your moods have on how you go through every day. You know, like whether or not you elevate your mood, whether or not you know, lower your mood, that type of thing. We can't live in bliss. It's impossible, but we can absolutely live in an elevated state. And that's what I love to share with women about themselves, is their body is a reflection of what's going on the inside. So yeah, so that's what we're going to be talking about. Baby, we got lots to talk about. It's powerful stuff. It's really, really interesting. And women get blown away by, you know, what their wardrobes actually say to me about them. And I know, Ellie, you're one of those ladies.
Oh, girls, seriously, you'll hear all about it tomorrow night, I tell you.
Yeah, I will share a bit.
I'm sure you will. Oh yes, and this is our monthly Women Rising Above meetup that, as you know, ladies, we have online. So as Lucia said, it is tomorrow night. So what's that? Wednesday the 10th of March,
Yep.
7 p.m. Adelaide time, 6:30 p.m. Brisbane time. I'm trying to get it right as well. We would love to have you there. There are a few spots left, and I want to say too, I'm just putting this out there today. If you come along and if you bring a guest, I'm going to give a free gift to both you and your guest. Okay?
Yes, and I'll do the same, Ellie.
Oh, excellent. So there you go. If you come along tomorrow night and if you bring a guest,
yep,
your guest and you will get 2 free gifts.
That's right.
Wow, that's a bargain, girls. Do you want to come?
Double up, yeah. Yeah.
So if you would like to come along, I'm just looking, and I think the link is probably going up in the comments very shortly if you would like to book in. So go and book in. As I said, there are limited spots left because we want to make sure that, you know, we don't have too many people there, because, you know, we want to make sure that we can be as interactive with as many girls as we possibly can. So we would absolutely love to have you there. I'm very excited.
It's going to be awesome. Yeah.
It'll be a great night. And just before we finish off today, I just want to pop the call out there as well to any other girls, any other ladies within the group who, if you would like to come on Tuesday chats, we are always looking for ladies to interview. Now, obviously, this is promotion day, so if you have a business, yes, you're welcome to come on and have a chat, and we can learn about you and your business. If you're not in business, that doesn't matter. We would love you to come on. If you feel that something you would like to do, come on and share your story. Yeah. Tell us about your life. This is all about us getting to know each other in the group itself. So would love to hear from you. If you'd like to be interviewed, just send me a private message, and myself and my assistant Alexis will be in touch with you. But once again, Lucia, thank you so much for coming on and sharing about yourself today.
Yeah, it's beautiful to be here, Ellie.
Look, it is 9:58. I'm pretty proud of this. If we allowed ourselves, we could talk for hours. I think we've done pretty well.
I think I've got an appointment to go to, though.
Okay, well then we won't do that.
No, we won't.
Once again, ladies, we would love to see you at our Women Rising Above meetup tomorrow night. Go ahead, book in the link straight away. Bring a guest, and you and your guest will get a free gift from me and a free gift from Lucia. Exciting.
Yeah.
All right, beautiful ladies. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you again next week. Mwah.